could blame the Hollywood Reporter. Oh yes, that was of course a bit of a bone-crushing, backlash, was it not, when they decided to put that expose out regarding exactly what staff felt like working for the former royals known as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. But all that aside, of course, Meghan Markle, as she reaches the end of this year, must have thought that this was a particular shoo-in. After all, they've been so gushing, so kind, so supportive in the past. Even with a British editorial element to it, one might have thought, this might work in my favour. And then this happened. As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much for your time. You all right today? Thank you for joining me. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, I know I've mentioned this before, but have you finished your Christmas shopping? You done it all yet? Yeah, have you got a stand pie in? Do you know what a stand pie is? It's a bit like a large pork pie. We call it stand pie in Yorkshire. I don't know why, but I love a stand pie. Yes, with all the jelly round as well. And somebody asked me the other day, because I took some into the office, they said, well, do you know pork pie with a boiled egg inside it? That is delicious. That with a bit of brown sauce. All of those traditions come out at this time of year, don't they? Nothing wrong with it either. Not good for you, of course, but then what is? I mean, we don't know what's in the food now, do we? Look at that milk scandal thing with Aria or whatever. Goodness, you kind of think the next thing you'll have to have a cow in the back garden, do it yourself. You're already doing it. Well, that's the thing. This is what I like, progression on this channel. Absolutely. Let's get back to your royal story of the day. Now this, as I say, came as a slap in the teeth without a shadow of a doubt for the former royal known as Meghan Markle. As you know, she's desperate really to be known as something of a style icon. Unfortunate mishaps really this year, seemingly because she re-wore a red dress on the red carpet. Nothing wrong with that, but again, maybe not the right look for a children's charity. She got blasted for that. And then there was this unfortunate incident while she was out in Colombia. Can happen to any girl, but on the world stage, not a good look. This was, of course, where she became a little bit too warm. Well, of course, chatting away, holding the microphone as usual. I did sort of feel sorry for her because, as I said, if you've ever been in that situation, and you know, don't you? But then again, look at the clothes. This is the thing that you learn from people who've been experienced in the job for a long time. The bottom line is you don't see that from Catherine or William. We saw, of course, Camilla earlier this year fanning herself in the extreme heat of the beautiful land that is Australia. But they're prepared. Seriously, Meghan wasn't once again. But it's this that's really smacked her in the teeth. This is because, according to a source, this was her, apparently going to be hers. They were going to do a fashion special for Us Weekly, US Weekly, depending on whatever you call it. And as I say, there's an editorial British slant to that team. And they thought, because she'd been on those 2 tours, done so many charitable events and new looks, and debuted many different designers, including her own sustainable handbag range, this was going to be it. Now, one might suggest exactly what is her agency, William Morris Endeavour, doing? And that is a big question. What is, or what are they doing in order to secure Meghan these things? But the bigger problem was that not only did they give the front cover to Catherine, the Princess of Wales, even though she's been mainly out of the limelight this year, but also an inside style guide as well, showing you all the many looks and, of course, exquisite clothes that she's worn to great aplomb. Meghan, according to a source, was, bereft, simply because she felt fashion was her thing and people were interested in what she was wearing. Now, if there's one thing that can get between 2 women, it's definitely fashion, right? But the bottom line is, it's about sales, and sales count, and you have to get people either to download, buy it at a store or whatever. And they've decided, and this is exactly how magazines, media work, if you're not selling, we're not putting you on the cover. And that's exactly what Meghan's found out in 2024. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.